going to the hospital and all you get to bring back home is a box. It's a box, and in the box, it is a box of fingerprints and footprints of your baby. Like, they even gave her one necklace whereby there's a heart, and then they made a hole in the heart, and then the Hi guys, I don't even know how to start this vlog, but I hope it makes it to YouTube, hopefully. And the reason why is because of my current state of mind. Like, it's not been the best, and I believe because this is a safe space and I share bits and pieces of my life, the good and the not so good, and this is one of it. Like, my emotional state is not the best at the moment, and that's because of a news I got from someone very dear and close to me. So I'll give you context. It's related to motherhood, it's related to child loss, it's related to grief. And this has just put me in that thinking mood, and I have been super appreciative. I have always been, but I am more appreciative. Like, I look at my kids and I'm like, oh, alhamdulillah. So let me give more context to what I'm saying, because you guys might be, what she's talking about. So a very close and dear friend of mine got pregnant. So this is July, by the way, and she was scheduled to give birth at EDD September. So the joy of motherhood. And you guys, because she has 2 boys, and so this was confirmed a girl. The excitement and everything, you're already planning, looking forward. She already started buying, my princess has arrived, all those things, all those nice girly things. Even people have started giving her gifts, like, oh, cards and so on and so forth. Like, and then I know she's been saying that, oh, this pregnancy feels different, like she feels more heavy, she does that. And that brings me back to another point, which is the fact that healthcare here is not easily accessible, I would say. I know pregnant women are top on the list, but then things like going for scan, ultrasound, it's like it's scheduled at a particular point, or at a particular week. That is when you go in to have your scan done, and it must be from your doctor. I wish it was a situation whereby back in Nigeria you can just walk into any lab and you get your scan done. So she's been complaining, oh, I feel heavy, this, but the doctor will be like, oh, it's fine, it's nothing, baby's moving, the heartbeat is good, you're fine. And so then she went for a normal routine checkup. But then she complained that she feels super heavy. This is like, she knows that she gets big, but this is just excessively big. Like, she's been like, around when she was 5 months, people were already saying, Mama, it seems like like you're almost there. Or, people would ask, oh, when is your EDD? And then when she says this, she'll be like, you still have a long way to go. People were even thinking, it's twins and everything. So she went on this fortunate day, and when they did, it was meant to take like 30 minutes, and the first person came. She looked a bit confused, but she didn't read meaning to it. Then someone else came again, and another third person, and it's like, what's happening? This is taking way longer than expected. They won't tell her. And then the doctor came in, and then they said, oh, they have to run more tests because things are not shaking. And that was when they broke it to her that the baby has just 2 chances. Like, they have just 2 options, It's so sad thinking about this. So I'll try my best not to be emotional, because that's why I took like days off, so that I don't come here and start disgracing myself here. So then I gave her 2 options, and it is like the worst option ever. So it's in between the child having 99.99% complications, like life complications, and the child dying. Like, those are the 2 options. I'm like, what's happening? They said there was too much fluid, and earlier she's already complained with the fact that she's like very heavy, and then the baby is meant to have been taking in the fluid, and there's some things that should have been done, or the development, based on the development of the child, but it's not taking place, and so on, so and so. And so when we got the news, and then she shared, I was like, oh, what's going to happen? But we are still, we are still believers, and we felt, oh, there's nothing that can't happen. Almighty Allah is going to make a way, baby will be fine, you'll be fine, this. But then she started seeing different specialists like back to back, and it was advised that, what, why don't you just take the baby out before it's time and move on. And I remember when she told me, it didn't even dawn on me so well, but I was just asking, oh, how are you, things like that. And she was just like, oh, I'm fine, trying to max it up. And then eventually she was like, I cry myself to sleep. My pillows are always soaked late in the night and early in the morning. And there's no way you can explain to your spouse. Like, there's no way they can understand this thing. There's no way. I don't know. There's no way they can understand, like, they don't really understand, the emotional toll, the physical toll, and everything. And yeah, but I've been trying my best to like give her the emotional support. I know not being there physically also has its own constraints, but it is what it is, right? And finally, when it was like the decision was made to take out the baby, because she was still like, I want to give her a befitting something, I want to carry her to term and all. And people were like, you might have complications along the way. So when she did, and she was scheduled to go in at a particular day, so they wanted her to do the natural birth because it's not full term, right? But after laboring for like hours, then they had to like go to the last option, which was CS. And I remember she recounting her experience. And this was when I thought I was a strong girl. This was when I couldn't take it anymore. Like, she was recounting her experience, and she was like, oh, when they gave, she went to the route of the normal birth before the last option, and she's gotten epidural when then during the surgery in the room. While they were trying to sew her up, she was feeling it, and they were pumping in more. And at the end, when they finished, like, she was shivering, she was going through different, things from birth. And I asked the question, and that was what broke the camel's back. I'm laughing now, but it's not funny, seriously, guys. I asked, oh, did you get to spend time with her? Did you see her? And she was like, oh, yeah, I did. I was able to spend like 3 hours. Oh, no. The baby spent 3 hours before she gave up the ghost. So I was able to like spend a couple of, minutes with her. I prayed for her. I sang for her. And believe me, guys, I couldn't take it anymore. Like, I'm trying to phantom or wrap my head around a mother telling, oh, I got to spend time with my baby. Like, it's based on the level of her iman, which is fine, but I couldn't just hold it. Like, I was like, got to spend time with her, got to sing for her, got to pray with her. And I'm like, and then she said she had to go back to fighting for her life, because then different things were just coming up, shivering and everything from the procedure, like the CS procedure, and she couldn't spend as much time as she would. And in the process, the baby went back. And yeah, it's just a moment of reflection for me. It's a moment of gratitude, and it's a moment of, still praising Allah and thanking Him for Grace. I see some posts about, postpartum, dealing with postpartum without a baby. Like, it is, I don't know, unexplainable. I can't explain it. Like, I've had people that have had like miscarriages, but you see, this one is more or less like baby's ready, is almost here. And you waking up one day and realizing that baby is not going to be here. Yeah, it is heartbreaking. And I'm sure and I pray that Almighty Allah is going to comfort her and her family. Like, even her mother-in-law, the flight was scheduled for September. They had to like change the flight for her to come almost immediately because this is when she needs the help. Yeah. And it's just broken my heart, and I don't know. I don't even know if I'm saying the right thing. I don't even know if my words are coming out right, but you guys would just have to take it like that because it's unexplainable. It's uncomprehendable. But because we are believers and we believe that nothing happens without the will of Allah, right? And I'm very happy with the fact that she also has that strong demand. But I know deep down, there are thousands and thousands of why me, why that. Going to the hospital and how you get to bring back home is a box. It's a box, and in the box, it is a box of fingerprints and footprints of your baby. Like, they even gave her one necklace whereby there's a heart, and then they made a hole in the heart, and then the hole is the baby. And yeah,